Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Rooster Stone Show. Wow. Hey, man, I got Dave Pedrick back on the show today. Glad to have you back, Dave.
It is a pleasure to be back.
Yeah,
as
man.
always.
We got a good, we're back to What Are You Listening To? We haven't done one in a while. And so I'm super excited to have one today. And always excited to hear the kinds of stuff you're listening to, Dave.
And are you?
Because you're always introducing me to something new. And so here it is, man. We're not going to, let's not get crazy about it. Let's get started right away, man. What do you got?
My first song is Lyra McKee. This is by Christy Moore. The album's A Terrible Beauty. It's relative. It came out at the end of last year, 2024. Fans of traditional Irish music singing know Christy Moore is iconic, legendary. This is a song. It was written by James Kramer because he has a lot of people that send him songs. He wanted to write about it, but this was the one that he went with. It's an unfortunate event. It was an accidental death. It's the new IRA. It was a stray bullet that killed this journalist by the name of Lyra McKee. And the album just struck me, the whole album. But this tune really stuck with me. And as you know, we're students of the current events and all over there. And it's just well presented. Christy's almost whispering the song. It's relatively short, kind of gets to the point. And I'm thinking maybe more songs like this. Maybe more, and I know it's happening. But more songs about the injustices where you're naming the people and giving credence to the actual life. So that's what the song's made. Just really stuck with me. Right. So I keep going back to the album and in particular, the song.
Yeah, and it's an invocation.
Yeah, perfect term.
And I this song is so, his voice, the guitar, the lyrics are just so straightforward. It's very powerful. Yeah, it's a really powerful song.
It's not like a real big party tune.
No. But there
are some on the record. This is definitely not one of those moments.
Yeah, but not everything in life is a party. So
exactly.
So there it is. But this is a great song. It really is such a good song, and he's got such a great voice. I mean, anyway. All right. So excellent first pick. Love that song. Love that it's the lead off hit for this one too. So I'm gonna roll back to 1971, and this song is a song that makes its rounds for me. It sort of comes back again and again throughout my life. It's the song Vincent by Don McLean from his American Pie album in 1971. Everybody knows that song. And this song at the time was popular, though I think now it's kind of lost amongst the shuffle. But he wrote, obviously one of the most memorable songs of the entire modern era, American Pie.
Yes, sir.
It is just sort of one of those like moments in time songs.
Oh yeah.
It's really that boomer tune, and it really is truly a great song. But Vincent is my absolute favorite song from him, and that's saying a lot because he's got some really deep cuts. But the beautiful simplicity of this melody, it just deeply affects me, and I don't know what it is about it. I mean, he's singing about a long dead painter.
Yeah.
And, obviously Vincent van Gogh, or Van Gogh, as they would say. But, he just the way he speeds it up and slows it down with the tempo. I mean, because it's like pushing and pulling the whole time. He's got this beautiful tenor voice. I remember my dad used to sing this song and play his guitar when I was a kid. But like most Don McLean songs, the true genius here is in the lyrics. And, he makes this this commentary about the tragic life of Vincent van Gogh. And it's a powerful statement about that sort of like melancholic sadness at the root of the human existence. And I love this song. I love the message, what he's trying to say, particularly that sort of end line. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen. They're not listening still. Perhaps they never will. I mean, this is literally what we were just talking about before we rolled camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, you don't get to know about that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
We keep our secrets.
That's private.
Yeah.
This is a great song. I saw him maybe like 10, 12 years ago, and you're thinking, he has some great songs that are forgotten about. Mm-hmm. This one has the irregularity at the end of the phrases. That speed up, slow down. Of course, it's in tempo, but it feels like it's moving. Mm-hmm. It feels like Starry, Starry Night. It feels like you can see the brush strokes of it.
Yeah.
And it, of course, the voice. One of the most underrated American singers of all time.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, He really hits it out of the park with this one.
Yeah.
Great song.
He really does. And, as a side note, because I always like to tell people about this when I tell people about this song, and I talk about this song to actually quite a few people. This was Tupac Shakur's favorite song.
Yeah, right.
Tupac this was his favorite song. I mean, that's awesome.
Oh, it hits a lot of people a lot of different ways. Yeah, and it's timeless, like you said. It's a long dead painter, but he's talking. Is he still speaking to you down the centuries? Are you still?
And if you
hearing what he has to say,
if you look at his paintings, you can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that artist thing too, sort of that person trapped in the world that sees things differently. I don't know if I'd say as they really are or more idealistically, but it's just like artists see things differently. And I don't know. So I love this song. There it is. Yeah.
Excellent pick.
Yeah. All right. So what do you got for number 2?
It's a song called Lullaby. It's by Florian and Michael Arbenz with Ron Carter, and it's the lullaby. It's the Brahms lullaby that everybody knows. So it's sort of an arrangement of it. Ron Carter is probably better to say that the albums that he doesn't play on. That would be a better list. He's on every jazz album that pretty much that He's an iconic bassist. He's just turned 88 last week.
That is crazy.
Did like a birthday week at the Blue Note. Legendary. And it's just, you hear that bass and it's him. But with these two young guys, he's playing with all these younger musicians now, and it's the Alpine Sessions. This is just out, like maybe a few weeks ago. Definitive tone. It's just, you just hear him, and there's a beautiful video of them actually tracking this tune. So they're in their sort of isolated booths, but they're just, and it's
so cool.
It's not his tune, but it's really about Ron Carter and an 88-year-old legend that's still recording with younger people, and sounds. If you shut your eyes, you would think it was 1961. He still sounds that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and a tribute to the sort of the evening of his life.
Yeah, exactly.
And, maybe that was intentional.
I would say probably
in song choice. Yeah. It is. This song is so, I don't know. There's just something about it that kind of gets under you. Yeah. You could put it on and just let it roll. No matter what you're doing. Yeah. And that's one of the things I love about jazz.
Yeah, and it has a calming effect, which I was never a big fan of. Oh, it's very calming. It is. If you basically you can let it wash over you if you want. It sounds lovely.
Yeah.
It's not going to get in anybody's way. No one will be offended. But when you do kind of want to dip back in, you get to pick. Yeah. Do I want the pianist? Do I want the bass? Do I want the drums? And then they're all the interplay is what makes it so beautiful.
Well, and then they sort of that giving the tribute to Brahms too, and and putting that melody within the song. That's a great choice. This is a good one. It's a really nice gear shift after the first two songs too. Definitely. It really is, because it's it's kind of like, okay, now for something completely different. Yeah. So that was a good one.
Thank you.
So for my second song, I chose "Come Back to Me," which is a song from Big Country. All you Big Country fans out there, the to a lot of people one-hit wonder band from the 80s. Not to me, because I absolutely love this band's deep catalog. Oh, yeah. And, I can't believe this album is deep catalog, but it is. 1984 Steel Town is what this album is from. It's by far my favorite album from this group. Every song on it is an absolute home run. So if you like this kind of music, dude, do yourself a favor. Just go out and listen to it. But this beautiful song was written about a boy taken by war. But it examines the cost from the point of view of a woman and her unborn child that are left behind. It sort of has that, that sort of like Danny Boy type thing going for it. But as the town celebrates the hero, she's left with nothing but an empty house and a child made fatherless by the wars of men. This song made a deep imprint on me as a young man, and we often think about the tragedy of the young men who lose their lives to war, but we rarely take thought or action for the people left behind. It marks the beginning of a lifetime of pain and hardship for them. The melody and that sort of like droning in the background, that simple bass line, it's a haunting epitaph, both for the poor boy and his young wife and child left behind. Yeah. And this song actually is the second part of a two-song story about the loss of war. They're back to back on the album. The song that precedes it on the album is called Where the Rose is Sown. And it's sort of about the propaganda that sends these young boys to war. I'll let you find that one on your own. But I absolutely love this song. It is beautiful. It's haunting. This song just does it for me. Always has.
I love this band. It's a Scottish band, Scottish rock band. This is Steve Lillywhite. I mean, we're talking like the sounds that they're getting, this bagpipe sounds, but they're doing it with the guitars.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a rock band. I mean, so that's not studio magic. It's just capturing kind of what they were they were already doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always interested in this time too. You know, it's 83, 84. Scotland always gets left out, especially with the Irish rock. What hits over here in the U.S. Tons of bands. Proclaimers are out now too. They're about to have a mega hit in a couple of years.
A couple of years. Yeah.
But yeah, this band was the real deal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And this album, I mean, it is. It's one of the. You know, every now and again you get an album that you can just hit play and let it play the whole way through. Oh, yeah. You know, and those are more rare than you think.
Especially at this time.
Yeah. So this album, every song, I mean, I remember I listened to this tape so much that it didn't play anymore. Yeah. I would listen to it mowing the grass. I'd listen to it in my 1981 Toyota Celica GT. Oh, I love that car.
Man.
So anyway, yeah, Come back to me. Toyota Celica GT 1981, come back to me, baby. I'd do anything to have that car back. All right, bud. Hey, we're at your last song. I can't believe it.
That's a perfect segue.
Yeah, it really is.
To some Canadians and other. Yeah. So my last song is The Story, and it's from an artist, a band called Envy of None. The album Stygian Waves, it's just out in the past few weeks. I'm a huge Rush fan, as everybody that knows me knows. This is Alex Lifeson, the guitar player for Rush. He's in on this project. The vocalist is Maya Wynn, who is a very young singer, also writing the songs. It's I can't describe it. That's why I like it. I couldn't tell you what it was. It's a very layered. The song itself is very layered, as is the album. The guitar tracks are very unlike Rush. If you're into the Rush tracks, Andy Curran is in it as well. Coney Hatch was the band, so that's how they're getting away with maybe making some new music and trying to get some new fans. But they're obviously just making music with love. Yeah, and that's what this is. And I love the lyrics. She is a very underrated. I mean, she will be known, I think, more.
Yeah.
But her lyrics are very, very good, and this tune is no exception.
Yeah. Yeah. This is an excellent tune, and I hadn't heard about this group.
Yeah, they're really kind of flying under the radar, unless you're like an old Coney Hatch fan or a Rush fan.
Right.
I'm not sure how well they're doing getting the word out, and even if they want to that much.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing and seeing who comes along for the ride. Yeah, this song has a lot of different layers to it. There's a lot of interesting things going on that you don't expect, and I like that. I like when music hits me with something that I'm not expecting. Yeah. But you're right, her voice is.
Well, and she's still selling the chorus. You know what I mean? Like, she still knows how to write a song. It's not so artistic that you're losing the sort of rock vibe. She knows how to bring you back in with the words. But yeah, this is one of the best voices I've heard in a few years. She commands your attention.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Of most of the new music that I listen to nowadays, and there's a substantial amount.
Yeah, me too.
The female voices are the ones that are speaking the loudest to me. They're really finding their voice, particularly in rock.
Oh yeah, it's back.
So yeah, and they're bringing it back.
They are,
and I love that. So yeah, this is such a great choice, excellent choice. I had no idea that Lifeson was playing the guitar. He's right about that. You wouldn't know it was him.
Yeah.
I didn't know until just now when you told me. So there it is. So, all right. So for my last song, I chose Hotel Yorba from the White Stripes, the White Blood Cells album 2001. When this album came out that year, 2001, it absolutely blew me away. This was raw rock and roll like hadn't been around since the beginning. Just a guy who wanted to play music so badly that he taught his wife how to play the drums so he could. I mean, everyone's always riding Meg White because she, often played oversimplified drum parts to these early songs. Right. But the thing is, that was part of its charm.
I agree.
It wasn't supposed to be, I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be Keith Moon. It was just supposed to keep the beat for that overly, amped up guitar. Yep. I mean, I don't know. I love this band. I loved, particularly back then, this album is so great. The song is killer. It's fun. It's raw. It's Americana. There's no auto-tune, obviously, when you listen to it.
Yeah.
No bass guitar. Just two people jamming in the basement, man. Like, really doing it in the basement. Everyone always cites Elephant sort of as, Jack White's best album. And it's a great album, no doubt. I mean, no doubt. But this album is better in my opinion, and yet still not his best. That I give to De Stijl. I'll get to that album someday, not today. But Jack White started, a rock and roll revival that, to be honest with you, still going on today.
Yeah.
It's still going on today. Everything with his name on it is worth listening to, I promise. He's really the only guy that came out this millennia that fits the bill of rock star to me.
Whoa, that's bold.
I mean,
that's
he's
a
like
bold statement.
Genuinely a rock star, like in how he looks, in how he behaves, in his dramatic effect on the industry. Words cannot express the admiration I have for this man and his music. Detroit, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Detroit, yo.
Of course, where you're going to film the video, it's got to be at the Hotel Yorba. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned, we're mentioning Rush, because that was one of the jokes. I hope it's not too soon, but when Neil Peart, unfortunately, died, there was jokes about, maybe Meg should be the first call, which, is horrible. But you're right. She's always serving the song. So even bringing that up is almost sort of like somebody that hasn't really listened.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I had mixed feelings about Jack White. This is a great song.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought he was faking it. So that's where I always gave him credit. So he just wasn't the first. There wasn't a voice that I was, immediately drawn to. But
Sure.
This is one of my favorite songs from them. Yeah. Yeah. There's another one in particular that I never need to hear again, which I won't even mention out loud, with the Beetlejuice kind of thing.
Sure.
But this one I could listen to multiple times.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Seven Nation Army again. I didn't even when I bought that album, that was the song I would skip over even before it made it to the radio.
So did all the regular fans.
Yeah, I'm just, you knew it was going to be, this is the record company's song.
Yeah.
And, but there's something about his voice because it's untamed. It's wild. It's like a wild horse. So it's not always beautiful.
No, that's what I mean by it. Always will draw.
It's kind of like Mick Jagger. It's not always beautiful, but it's always got the energy you're looking for.
And it's human.
Yeah.
I know that that's a human being.
Mm-hmm. And I like that he's not, in the age of auto-tune, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So there it is. All right. Hey, man, there it is.
Yeah.
6 songs for you to listen to. I mean, maybe you've heard them before, maybe you haven't, but they're always worth another listen if you have. So we thank you so much for checking it out. And if you made it this far, hats off to you. But we thank you so much. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media accounts. Don't forget to check out davidpedrick.com to listen to his outstanding catalog of music.
Thanks,
and don't forget about peace and one love. Come on over to roosterstone.com, where you can book the band for any event you can imagine. Acoustic, full band, whatever your event may require. You can also email us to take online music lessons at an affordable monthly price. Don't forget to download our original music and like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media platforms. Keep rocking out at roosterstone.com.